Same question, because we have to be consistent. Do you know what I mean? And eventually, we're gonna get to a day where nobody say, I don't train. In an ideal world, we're gonna get to that. But actually, no, because I like to hear from everybody, even from people that don't train. Tell me your reasoning and everything. How we looking today, guys? I'm telling you something. Um, it's cold. I don't know what the hell is going on. But I know as a fact I shouldn't be wearing a beanie hat indoor in the middle of May. I don't think I should be doing that. I'm not too sure, but it's cold, man. Like, you need a double layer on to go out. If the sun comes out, then it's beautiful, it's warm. But it's been raining, it's been awful. So, really, it's been a very wet first half of the year, you can say, so far. It's been raining a lot. I'm not too sure if it's me just paying attention to it. It might be. But I'm pretty sure last year it wasn't raining like this. And I tell you also by the fact that there are way more flowers than last year. I've never seen my garden with so many flowers. A different variety of flowers. Thank you for the first like. Um, Nobody's watching, it tells me. But somehow I got one like. Anyway, let's go, my brothers and sisters. Let's go. Let's smash it. Look, what a waste of time if you don't fulfill your potential, right? Any, I don't. It doesn't need to be fitness. It doesn't need to be. It can be anything, but you gotta fulfill your potential, bro. You gotta go for it, man. We got to go for it, man. And I'm going for growth this time around. I trained arms this morning. Guys, please like and subscribe. Get me to 400 subscribers. What is it? It is nothing. Like, I need to get to 10,000. But let's go. Let's baby step. Get me to 400. I mean, subscribing is free. I talk fitness. And I make a lot of sense most of the time when I talk fitness. And today, I want to tell you this. I am continuously, steadily losing weight. And in the past few days, I've been eating, because now it's been like a month since I started this, and I've been eating the same things, right? I've been weighing things, I've been counting calories, I've been doing all that with this variety of foods that now I know in what calories range I am, right? And I'm eating about 5 times a day. I'm not paying attention to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I am not. I work from home. I'm, I do coaching and training, and other things. So I am my own boss. So I can eat whenever I want. So I start off with my first meal at 8 a.m. at 7:45 with the kids. I like to have breakfast with the kids before my big one goes to school, and with my wife. Then my second meal will be at 11. Then, and we're on 2, right? Then my third meal will be is at 3 p.m. Then my fourth meal would be around 7 p.m. And my fifth meal would be late, around 9, stuff like that. Because especially when I am on calorie deficit, because I'm eating to satisfaction, and because I'm eating super clean, the calories are just not adding up that much, you know. So I am on the 2200 calories range. Yes, because I had problems with my intestine. I'm trying, it's way better already. Way better. But I know what I'm dealing with, and it's not a 19-day thing. So I need to stay consistent with eating clean, small meals, right? I struggle if I have a big meal, I struggle with digestion. So I have to go small meals. So all these circumstances uh, allowed me to eat that amount of calories. That's 2,200, 2,000 calories. When I train, I naturally want to eat more. So I get to 2,628, 2,800 calories. And that is a deficit for me, right? Guys, thank you for the 3 likes already. Please vote and subscribe. So that gets me to the 2,200 calories. So I am in a rough situation to put on muscle mass. I am fully aware of it, right? Because muscle development happens when there is an excess of calories, or I rather say, is optimal. Muscle development is best when you are in a calorie excess environment. When you're in a calorie deficit, right, through great nutrition, like a military soldier mentality with the nutrition, you have to be extremely careful with the nutrition and consistent. It can be done, but it's going to be at a slower rate, and it's not going to be that easy, just because that kind of me now, I'm kind of forced by my situation with my intestine, so it doesn't bother me, and I'm used to it. I cut every year from 2014 to 2025. I cut every year for look, because I used to race, I used to compete, but I cut. So I'm used to this. Like, I'm used to this. So it's nothing new, right? So it doesn't bother me that much, if that makes sense, you know. And it's working magic. I lost weight already. I lost 3 kg. I'm weighing myself tomorrow morning, so I might have lost another half a kilo. But still, I feel my t-shirts better. I feel bigger on my upper body, right? I'm training Dorian Yates style. I'm going like very intense, very intense. And I usually do 3 to 4 movements per muscle, right? Per body part, depending. And I do 3 sets, right? Depending on exercise. I might do 5 sets sometimes, because I like to switch around a lot. I'm a believer in switching around, shocking the muscles, and shifting the weights around, jumping from high reps, moderate weight, to heavy weight, low reps, bouncing from these two. Also, I believe you got to jump a little bit from full range of motion, pausing, with the short range of motion, or put both in the same set, where you start with the pause and a good controlled negative, a strong positive, and then as you get tougher, you go for those short range of motion, just to pump more blood into the muscle. And I believe in all that. I believe in switching around, and don't be too strict with the approach, really. I jump from Dorian Yates style, right, to Mike Manser, which are kind of similar anyway, because I like high intensity. I like to go after it. I don't like to mess around. It's just naturally more pleasant to me. Just go after it, right? I don't want to lift the weight for half an hour. I want to go after it. And to me, logically speaking, high intensity has to be for a short period of time relative to the effort, right? That's why 100 meters runner blasted, because it's a short effort. It's a 9 seconds effort. Marathon runners don't run at that pace a marathon, right? It's a very simple principle. I feel silly just saying it, but maybe some people need to hear it. So I like the combination of both. I like to play with both. But I have it, my natural tendency is high intensity. I like to get that work in, you know. I like to get it done. And today, because you got to be flexible, because I've got 2 kids, 2 dogs, a wife, a job, commitment. So training for myself is not just the solely thing that I do, right? So you got to be able to juggle a little bit. Today was meant to be, for my schedule, my heavy training day, right? Where I just go after the rack and I destroy it. Or perhaps I destroy it myself. But a complete rainy day today, awful. I was alone at home with the kids. It's weekend, it's Saturday. It's no school, right? With heavy rain outside, obviously it's not going to be possible for me to train outside. So I had to adjust, because I had the urge, and I was eager to train. So I grabbed 2 dumbbells, and because tomorrow my wife is home from work, so tomorrow I checked the forecast. It shouldn't be raining. Actually, it should be nice and sunny today with 20 degrees. So tomorrow morning I attack the heavy weights, and tomorrow I'm going to do back, chest, shoulders, and I go till the wheels fall off, because I take 3 days off after that, so I can afford it, right? And but today I felt good. I felt ready. I felt eager. I said, this thing is not going to stop me, right? A little rain is not going to stop me. So I know my moments. I know after they eat, my kids are quiet for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When they're digesting, right? Right? Because today my bigger, my little one is just 2 years old, so very demanding. But my big one is almost 9. So a friend of him came over today, and I had lunch with us. And I just fed them. I said, let me just feed these kids, right? Because they run about all morning. Because we had a little bit of sun came out, but all my equipment was wet and everything. So, and plus I had 3 kids to look after. How am I going to train? How am I going to stay focused, right? So I had to be intelligent. So I got them to run about that little half an hour that the sun came out. I got them running about. Then I brought them in. I fed them. I gave them food. And then I was like, kids, why don't you go to the room and you just play together? And I just keep an eye on them. And while I keep an eye on them, I grabbed those 2 dumbbells. I stuck them up. And I said, I'm going to attack these arms today. Right? I'm going to attack these arms, right, in an old school fashion, like prison style. Do you know what I'm saying? Prison style. Do you know what I mean? So I started off aggressive, because I knew because of the kids, my position is not certain. Anything may happen in any moment, and my session could be over, right? All I need is one of these kids to start crying, and my session is finished. So I got to attack these weights in a in a savage fashion. So I did. So I grabbed these weights, I stacked on, I moved my arms about, I tried to get my blood flowing in the arms, I'm trying to get my body to understand that I'm going to train a very short warm-up. I don't have no time for that, right? Life present no warm-up. There's no warm-up in life, right? That's why I think when things like this happen to me, and I just need to make things happen. So I just warmed up a little bit, enough to take my jumper off. When I take my jumper off, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. That's the whole point of warming up. I'm warm, I'm taking my jumper off. I'm ready to rock and roll, bro. So I grabbed those two dumbbells, and I stacked 15 and 13 kg in each of them. And for me, is a lot of weight for dumbbell curls, right? And I just attack them. Alternate dumbbell curls. And I look for that nice contraction. I make it as difficult as I can, and as long and painful for difficult for me. Immediately. Right? Immediately. So this is a kind of a Dorian Yates style, but Dorian Yates will do the first round it would do like a warm-up, which would be, it would do 3 sets, warm-up, moderate, hard, like all out. Mine the first set was already like a moderate to heavy for me. But I went after it, I was strong mentally, and I got my breathing synced in. I could really feel that bicep stretching on the way down. I found very difficult to control that negative phase, and I love that. I love when I'm breathing in, my hands is going down. Breathing in, I feel the vacuum. I feel my bicep stretching. I am in the bicep. And then what I do is this, because there are many ways to make an exercise difficult, right? More difficult, and make a 10 kg feel like 20, right? At the bottom of the movement, so at the very end of the motion, where my arms is straight down, right? I will allow full stretch, but if I retract my hands backwards a little bit, and then I push back on it, even slightly, right? That will give me a little bit, even the tiniest bit of momentum, and that will allow me to go higher reps. I could do more reps like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I believe in it. You gotta do a little bit of cheating for hypertrophy. I believe in that. And the best bodybuilders of all time do that. So you gotta ask yourself. But check this out. So me, I always start the exercise where I don't give anything away. Meaning, I lower the end all the way down. I don't move my elbow, no back, no forward, no motion, no momentum in it, right? And right at the end of the motion, without any, like I said, allowing any momentum of all sorts, breathing out, because I've been breathing in. Breathing out, I push back at it, right? With a strong wrist, a strong hand on the dumbbell. Very important. Yeah. And I get a massive pump. And it's very hard like this. Very hard. And I do enough of it. Once I can't do it anymore, I move my elbow slightly to get that little momentum that allow me to put some more reps in. And then you can go as far as you want without movement of the elbows. You can also use your body for a little bit of cheating if you want to, right? And that give me a massive pump as well. I find it a very productive exercise for me. And I did that, and I superset it with overhead arm extension for the triceps. And for that, I started off with 11 kg, which is really heavy for me. Really, really heavy. But I'm gaining a lot of size. I'm not too sure, but it looks like I am developing the triceps and I'm gaining good strength. But because I wouldn't have thought that I would be able to do overhead triceps extension with 11 kg and get full range of motion out of it, be able to pause at the bottom and get a good range of motion with my elbows nice and tucked in, not coming out wide, with a good technique. I'm really happy with that. Yeah. Then I did the so on the first set I stacked the 15 kg on the biceps, or 13, and then I went up to 15, right? And then I went up to 17. I added a little weight, so obviously the reps went down. By the end of it, I didn't know where to put my arms. My arms felt so heavy, and I find extremely good the skull crush with the dumbbells. I love it. I absolutely adore it. And to be honest, my arms are feeling it now. It was a good workout. The kids played like angels. No dramas. I trained for like an hour. Just biceps and triceps today. That's all I could do. So, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm really happy. And look, I'm really happy I got only one vote, but at least did you train today? Yes. At least I get that. Guys, I understand it's a Saturday night, everybody's out. So it's not the best time of the day to do a live stream. I get it. But I got 4 likes, which I'm happy with. I'm really happy with. And I'm hoping for another wave of people. Because I'm patient, man. I am patient. So to me, what really made a big difference for me is the wrist rotation on the top when I do the bicep curls. Barbell curls are awesome. I just couldn't do them today because I was indoor. But I love the pump that the barbell bicep curls give me. I love it. The angle is just right for me. It just works magic. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow I'm gonna attack the chest. So what I'm trying to say is that today I had weird circumstances to train, but I got the best out of it because I just trained differently. So I shocked the body. I just got 2 dumbbells and I just went heavy and high reps, right? On the high end of my potential for full range of motion, right? And I just rep the shit out of it, right? I just did that. Boom. No if, no buts, no thinking, no wondering. And tomorrow, I got more time. I can take longer rests. I can do another type of, I can take another type of approach. So tomorrow, I'm taking on my chest. Tomorrow I'm going to spend 45 minutes just on my chest. I'm going to attack it from all angles, all flipping angles. I'm classic. I might switch around, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to go classic. And I'm going after it. I'm starting off with my dips. I love my dips. I'm getting better at it. Incline, chest press, flat, bench press, classic. Can't go wrong with that. Incline flies. Dumbbell press. You get a different angle with the wrist, you know. And I'm just gonna go moderate weight first round to get the motion in. So tomorrow I'm allowed to get a better warm-up. I can be more patient. So I'm gonna take my time with my warm-up. But then doesn't mean that I'm gonna waste my time. Then I'm just gonna go after it. And I did 70 kg with my friend last time. And I'm looking to do 75, 80 tomorrow. I feel extremely confident. I feel strong. Although I'm eating less, but because I've switched to very nutritious food. I'm eating steaks. I'm eating liver. I'm eating eggs. I'm eating extra virgin olive oil, rice. I'm eating super nutritious food. Chicken broth. I'm full of energy. Full of energy. And although I'm on a calorie deficit, I've been going to the toilet like crazy, right? Because my intestine was all clogged up. I've been like depositing thing, and that thing was draining a lot of energy out of me. And now I just find this energy, you know, although I'm not eating that much. But because I'm eating 5 times, from 8 in the morning to 9 in the evening, I got 5 meals. I never stay too long without eating, you know. And I'm smart with my range. I know what I do is on my training day, I go for 2,600, 2,800. That's my range, because I know that during my workout it's intense, and it's about an hour and a half, an hour 45 minutes, right? Recently, I used to train 45 minutes, an hour. It depends. I change all the time, but now I'm training like for an hour and a half. It's very intense. So I burn calories down. I believe I might burn 450, 500 calories during the hour and a half, or maybe more. But to be conservative, maybe 450 calories, let's say, in an hour and a half, 500 maybe. So I make sure that on the day that I train, I either go even with it or above, right? So I go for the 2,800, and I eat to satisfaction, and that is where I get eating to satisfaction. And then the next day, so my first rest day, I go obviously lower than the 2,800, 2,600. I stay on the 2,400 range, right? Because it's a food recovery day. I want to put the nutrients in the body, right? I want to feed my muscles. I don't want them to miss anything, right? And then on the next day, so 2 days, second day off, I go to the 2,200, right? And then I repeat like that. So I eat accordingly, right? If it's a big recovery day, I eat more to help my recovery. And obviously I try to rest as much as possible and don't get stressed. Stress is a killer, guys. No stress, my brothers and sisters. Stress is useless. And train. Do you know? I've been talking to myself for the past like 10 minutes. This is depressing. So I'm gonna go and spend the night with my beautiful wife, and it's gonna be great. And I appreciate you guys. I love the fact that I'm ending the stream with one vote, and it's yes, I trained today. I love that. I take this as a beautiful sign. And God bless, brothers and sisters. Right? I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.